A very good morning and Jai Hind children. Children, as you know that today we are going to start a new chapter in chemistry, that is metals and non-metals. So children, please open your book. Open chapter number 4, metals and non-metals. Children, today we are going to talk about the basic of what is metal and what is non-metal. So today I'll introduce you with this chapter. Okay, what we have to study in this chapter, that also we will see. Okay, so please get ready with your pencil and your rough notebook so that you can write it down, the basic concept of this metal and non-metal, from where this metal and non-metal concept came. Okay, so all these things we are going to talk about in this chapter. Okay, so children, first tell me, what is matter? So I think everybody has already listened this word called matter. We have talked about matter in class 6. You have also studied the term matter in class 7th. Okay, so what is matter? Matter is anything that occupies a space and has mass. That is called matter. Isn't it? कोई भी चीज जो स्पेस ऑक्यूपाई कर रही हो, जिसका कुछ भी मास होता है, that is called matter. For example, if I am taking this pen, alright, so this pen is having certain weight, it is having certain mass, isn't it? And when I am keeping it in my hand, it is occupying certain space in my hand. Even if I am putting it on the table, then also it is occupying certain space. So everything that is present in this universe is a matter. Alright, be it air, be it water, be it anything, any small, even microbes or microorganisms are also matter. Everything is a matter except for few things, like for example the feeling that we have is not a matter. Alright, like the signal that is coming in the television and mobile, it does not occupy the space and it does not have mass, so that is not a matter. Okay, except for few things, rest all the thing is matter. Now why I am talking about matter here? That because we know that all the substance is made up of the smallest particle, that is called atom. Isn't it? What is atom? Atom is the smallest particle, that is called atom. Isn't it? Atom was initially known as Parmanu. It was introduced by John Dalton. So John Dalton introduced the term called Parmanu, and then it has been converted into the term called atom. Then slowly and gradually what happened? The structure of atom came into existence. So we know that atom consists of a nucleus and it has certain valence shells. Alright, this also we have studied when we were studying the language of chemistry. That time we have talked about this structure of atom. Alright, so I'll again quickly show you and demonstrate to you the structure of atom and why I'm talking about this, or atom से हम metal और non-metal पे कैसे आ रहे हैं. This I'm going to explain here now. So children, we know that what is matter, and each and every matter is made up of atom. ठीक है, और एटम के स्ट्रक्चर की अगर हम बात करें तो उसके सेंटर में होता है न्यूक्लियस और उसके चारों तरफ पाया जाता है शेल, दैट इज कॉल्ड वैलेंस शेल, or we can also say it as orbit. Isn't it? This we have studied. So this is a nucleus, or we can say a positive charge, and a negative charge revolves in the orbit. That is, this negative charge is electron. Isn't it? We are clear with this. Okay. Now, children, we know that there are several elements present existing on this earth. Okay. We know there are several elements that are existing on this earth, and all the elements are made up of atoms. Okay, the smallest particle of element is a atom. Okay, so they are, all the elements are also having certain structure. Okay. Now why I'm talking about atom and element, and because ये chapter तो metal और non metal का है, तो हम लोग इसकी बात क्यों कर रहे हैं? Now I'm going to tell you why we are talking about this is that this shell or the outermost shell, children, what is that called? That is called valence electron. The electrons present in the outermost shell, the electron present in the outermost shell is called valence electron. And depending on the number of valence electron, we are classifying the elements into metals, non-metals and metalloids. किस एलिमेंट में कितने वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन है, इसके बेसिस पे हम मेटल, नॉन मेटल और मेटलॉइड में डिफरेंशिएट करते हैं. ठीक है. अगर किसी एलिमेंट के आउटर मोस्ट शेल में 1, 2 या 3 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स हैं, देन इट इज कंसिडर्ड एज मेटल. ओके. इफ द वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन इज 5, 6, 7 and 8, then it is called non-metal. Alright. And if the valence electron is 4, then it is said to be metalloids. Okay. I am going to explain you why 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and such valence electrons are called metals, non-metals and metalloids. So take for example, children, let's take an example of magnesium. The symbol of magnesium is Mg and the atomic number of magnesium is 12. Okay. So if we write the electronic configuration of magnesium, then it will be 2, 8, 2. Isn't it? 8 plus 2 is 10 and 2 is 12. तो कितना हो गया? This is the electronic configuration. So how many electrons are present in the outermost shell? 2 electrons are present in the outermost shell. तो इसको हम क्या बोलेंगे? ये है valence electron. This is a valence electron. Okay. So I have told you that any element having valence electron as 1, 2 and 3 is said to be metal. तो magnesium क्या हो गया? Magnesium is a metal. Getting it? Let's take another example. Let's take an example of aluminium. So the atomic number of aluminium is 13. इसका electronic configuration क्या होगा? 2, 8, 3. outermost shell में कितने इलेक्ट्रॉन? 3. तो ये क्या हो गया? मेटल. Getting it? Now let's talk about non-metal. Let's take an example again of nitrogen. What is the atomic number of nitrogen? It is 7. इसका electronic configuration क्या हुआ? 2, 5. Isn't it? outermost shell में कितने इलेक्ट्रॉन? 5. तो इसका वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन क्या हुआ? 5. Alright. So if the element is having 5 as the outermost shell, the electron in the outermost shell or a valence electron, then it is said to be non-metal. So nitrogen क्या हुआ? Nitrogen is non-metal. Getting it? So depending on कि उसके outermost shell में कितने electrons हैं, हम elements को metals, non-metals और metalloids में divide करते हैं. And depending on that also, in the periodic table, this differentiation is clearly seen. As you can see here, in the periodic table, all the elements marked with purple is metal. All the elements marked with pink or orange, whatever you can see, is a metalloid. And rest of them marked with green is a non-metal. Okay. Take any example from here. Let's take the example of sodium, that is Na. Atomic number of sodium is 11. What will be the electronic configuration? 2, 8, 1. Isn't it? So, how many electrons in the outermost shell? 1. तो अगर 1 है तो ये क्या हो गया? Metal. Take any example from here. Let's take oxygen. So, oxygen is having the atomic number 8. Isn't it? So, what will be the electronic configuration? 2, 6. Outermost shell में कितने electrons? 6. तो अगर 6 electron है तो ये क्या हो गया? Non-metal. Getting it? So, by this way, we are differentiating it into metals, non-metals and metalloids. Okay? So, this was about the valence electron. वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन के बेसिस पे हम मेटल्स, नॉन मेटल्स और मेटलॉइड्स में इसको डिफरेंशिएट करते हैं. ओके, सो द एलिमेंट हैविंग 1, 2 and 3 valence electrons are metals. Having 4 as a valence electron is metalloids. Metalloids are, children, basically the elements having characteristic of both metal as well as non-metal. They are called metalloids. So, the elements having the valence electron as 5, 6, 7, 8 are called non-metals. Metalloids क्या होता है? Metalloids होता है वो एलिमेंट जो metals और non-metals दोनों की प्रॉपर्टी को गवर्न करते हैं, उनको हम बोलते हैं metalloids. तो ये जो आप जितने भी देख रहे हो इधर, silicon, germanium, arsenic, antimony, all these are metalloids. Getting it? Maximum number is of metals. There are few non-metals and we have very less amount of metalloids, which are having the properties of both metals as well as non-metal. Apart from this, we will also talk about the physical and chemical properties of metals and non-metals. So, if we talk about the physical properties of metal, the basic physical property of metal, तो metal जितने भी होते हैं बेटा, वो हमेशा solid form में होते हैं, hard होते हैं और shiny होते हैं, जितने भी metals होते हैं, ठीक है? And whereas if we talk about non-metals, so non-metals are basically in the form of powder or liquid, in that form. Okay, और बहुत dull texture होता है उनका. So they are non-metals. For example, if we take iron or silver or gold, so they are having a shiny texture as well as they are hard and solid. So they are called metals. Okay, whereas sulfur is in presence of, like, sulfur look like a powdered and it is yellow in color. So they are basically called non-metals. So let's quickly go to the chapter and let's see what is written there. So metals and non-metals. So children, as you can see in the figure here, this first figure, you can see it is hard and solid. So it is called metal. So this is a metal. Whereas here this figure is a non-metallic substance. It is not hard. Okay. It can be burnt easily. So it is a non-metal. So let's see what is written here. Elements can be classified into the following two groups depending on their physical and chemical properties. So metals such as iron, copper, tin, silver, gold. So we have seen iron, isn't it? We have seen copper, silver और gold. ये सब कैसे होते हैं? Hard होते हैं और shiny होते हैं, isn't it? So metals are in general hard and shiny in appearance. कैसा होता है? Hard होता है और shiny in appearance होता है, ठीक? Whereas non-metals, for example, sulfur and phosphorus. Sulfur is basically of yellow color and it is in the form of powder. Whereas phosphorus is also very soft, okay, and it can be burnt easily. The rest of the properties we'll talk in the further topics that we are going to study. So in general, they are not so hard and dull in appearance. Getting it? Metals कैसा होता है? Hard होता है और shiny होता है. नॉन मेटल कैसा होता है? हार्ड नहीं होता है और डल होता है, ठीक? नाउ कमिंग ऑन टू मेटलॉइड्स. मेटलॉइड्स आर हैविंग सम प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ मेटल्स एंड सम प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ नॉन मेटल्स. मेटलॉइड्स में कुछ मेटल्स की प्रॉपर्टी होती है और कुछ नॉन मेटल की प्रॉपर्टी होती है. एग्जाम्पल्स क्या क्या है? सिलिकॉन, आर्सेनिक, antimony and germanium. These are the examples of metalloids. Getting it? Now this was according to the physical property, physical appearance, कि वो देखने में कैसा होता है और छूने में कैसा होता है. So according to that we are here differentiating metal and non-metal. Okay, now if we talk about the electronic configuration, electronic viewpoint की बात करें हम, तो metals are defined as elements which form positive ions by losing electron. अब ये समझिए कि क्या होता है. So I am again coming back to the board. So here if we talk about, so children, I have told you that the metals are those elements having a valence electron of 1, 2 and 3. ठीक है? उसमें कैसे वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन होंगे? 1, 2 and 3. ठीक? They are called metals. Now children, अगर किसी भी एलिमेंट के आउटर मोस्ट शेल में एक इलेक्ट्रॉन है, ठीक? तो we know that to become stable, it is not going to add 7 electrons, rather it will lose 1 electron and will become stable. एक इलेक्ट्रॉन अपना दे देगा और वो खुद को स्टेबल कर लेगा, ठीक? We know that whenever we are losing the electron, अगर हम एक इलेक्ट्रॉन को लूज कर रहे हैं तो चार्ज कौन सा आता है? पॉजिटिव. Take for example magnesium again. It is having 12 atomic number. इसका अगर हम स्ट्रक्चर बनाए तो it will have 1, 2 electrons here, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8, and again in the outermost shell it will have 1 and 2 electrons. So this is the configuration 2, 8, 2, 2, 8 and 2. Alright, 2, 8, 2. So in the outermost shell it is having how many electrons? 2 electrons, 1 and 2 electron. तो ये क्या करेगा? 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन अपने आप को स्टेबल करने के लिए व्हाट इज इजी? 6 इलेक्ट्रॉन को लेना इजी है कि 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन देना इजी है? 2 देना इजी है. और स्टेबल कब होता है? जब इसकी ऑक्टेट कंप्लीट हो. ऑक्टेट कंप्लीट होने का मतलब कि आउटर मोस्ट शेल में 8 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स हो, तब वो स्टेबल होता है, ठीक है? तो ये 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन हमने लूज करवा दिए. जब 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन लूज कर रहा है तो मैग्नीशियम पे कौन सा चार्ज आएगा? पॉजिटिव चार्ज आएगा. कौन सा पॉजिटिव? 2 पॉजिटिव. 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन दिया है, ठीक है? अगर हम कोई नेगेटिव चीज दे देते हैं तो हम कैसे हो जाते हैं? हम पॉजिटिव हो जाते हैं। अगर हम अपने में से कोई भी बुरी आदत निकाल दें तो हम कैसे हो जाएंगे? अच्छे हो जाएंगे, है ना? विल बिकम पॉजिटिव। सिमिलरली जब इसने दो नेगेटिव चीज अपनी दे दी तो इट विल बिकम पॉजिटिव। Getting it? So now it is positive. So all the metals are having positive ions or it is positively charged. Okay, how it becomes positively charged? By losing electron. Okay, just opposite is the case of नॉन मेटल्स। नॉन मेटल्स के केस में क्या होता है बेटा? सो इफ यू टॉक अबाउट नॉन मेटल्स, so non-metals are having how much valence electrons? So they are having a valence electrons of 5, 6, 7 and 8, isn't it? So again let's take for example nitrogen. So nitrogen is having 7 atomic number, electronic configuration is 2 and 5. इसका अगर हम स्ट्रक्चर बनाए तो 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन यहां और 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 electrons यहां. Okay, now to become stable, either it will lose 5 electron और इट विल एड 3 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. तो क्या इजी है? 5 इलेक्ट्रॉन को निकालना इजी है कि 3 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स ऐड करना इजी है? 3 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स को ऐड करना इजी है. ओके, सो इट विल ऐड 3 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. और अगर हम नेगेटिविटी को अपने पास ले रहे हैं तो हमारे ऊपर चार्ज भी कैसा आएगा? नेगेटिव आएगा. तो नाइट्रोजन पे कौन सा चार्ज आएगा? नेगेटिव चार्ज आएगा. Getting it? Okay, we are adding electrons, so charge will be negative. Getting it? So non-metals are negatively charged, all right, whereas metals are positively charged. Getting it? So this is the difference between metals and non-metals. Again coming back to the chapter. So I think this line is clear to you that metals are defined as element which form positive ion by losing electron. They contain 1, 2 or 3 valence electrons. For example, a sodium atom loses 1 electron, a calcium atom loses 2 electrons, aluminium atom loses 3 electrons. So as I have already explained to you, so you can also go through the sodium, calcium and aluminium, okay, respectively, like in the same way. So they will have positive charge, +1, +2, +3 like that. तो अगर पॉजिटिव चार्ज है तो वो मेटल है, अगर नेगेटिव चार्ज है तो वो नॉन मेटल है. सो हियर नॉन मेटल्स आर डिफाइंड एज एलिमेंट्स which form negative ions by adding or by gaining electrons. इलेक्ट्रॉन को लेंगे तो नेगेटिवली चार्ज हो जाएंगे, ठीक है, क्योंकि इलेक्ट्रॉन नेगेटिव है. तो दे कंटेन 5, 6 and 7 वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन. तो वो इलेक्ट्रॉन को लेंगे 3, 2 और 1. ओके, gain 1 electron to form negatively charged chlorine ion. Oxygen contains 6 valence electrons and gains 2 electrons to form negatively charged ions. So all this thing I have already explained to you. Okay, so I hope it is clear. If you are having any kind of doubt, children, you can ask in the group. I'll again explain that to you. Now what about 4 valence electron? अगर 4 है, so elements with 4 valence electron are normally metalloids. ठीक है, इनके पास दोनों के कैरेक्टर्स होते हैं, मेटल्स के भी और नॉन मेटल्स के भी. ओके, एंड द एलिमेंट्स हैविंग 8 इलेक्ट्रॉन, जिसका ऑक्टेट पहले से कंप्लीट है, उसको हम बोलते हैं नोबल गैसेस. क्या बोलते हैं? नोबल गैसेस. एंड दे आर हैविंग 0 वैलेंसी. उसको ना किसी इलेक्ट्रॉन को देने की जरूरत है, ना वो इलेक्ट्रॉन लेगा, वो पहले से ही स्टेबल है. ओके, विथ 8 valence electrons and do not form ions and cannot really be classified as metals and non-metals. इसलिए हम उनको noble gases बोलते हैं. Getting it? कहाँ पे होते हैं वो पीरियोडिक टेबल में? वो पीरियोडिक टेबल में एकदम लास्ट के शेल्स में होते हैं. लास्ट, this you can see here, this one, this last complete, this one is a noble gas. These are the noble gases having complete octet. इनका octet complete होता है, ना ये कोई चार्ज लेते हैं, ना ये कोई चार्ज देते हैं. Getting it? So that was about metals, non-metals and metalloids. This was the basic concept behind metals, non-metals and metalloids, children. So in the next class, we will also talk about in much detail about from where the metal comes, from where the non-metal comes, occurrence of metals, properties of metals and non-metals. So children, please, I would request you all to please go through the chapter, all right, so that you can understand it better. So that's all for today's class. Hope you have understood it. If not, please do ask in the group. I'll again explain these topics to you. Okay, so that's all for today's class. Thank you and Jai Hind, children.